Hello, welcome to another We Draw Together. I'm here with a friend of mine named
JJ Gautier.
Yes, and he is a good artist.
And a hockey player.
Yes. I'm Rhett, your host. Welcome to another We Draw Together. Today, if you haven't done it already, we hope that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're drawing along with us, be sure to upload your drawings to our Facebook channel, We Draw Together. We'd love to see what you're drawing. Today, we're going to draw a knight! Yes! Okay, so get something to draw with, something to draw on, and here we go. Let's draw together. Okay, so we're not going to start right at the top. You're not going to be drawing up here. Come down maybe 2 inches, and we're not going to be in the middle either, so we're coming over here, move over a little bit, and let's draw ourselves a half circle, about the size of 2 fingers wide or so. Not huge.
Or the tip of an average carrot. Not the tip, the bottom.
Did you say carrot?
Mm-hmm. Because, it would be they're usually that size.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Kind of does look like the size of a carrot. Get a carrot out of your refrigerator.
Yes.
Next, we're going to come, let's come just a tiny little line out and a tiny little line out, and then draw 2 straight lines that are not too far, just about that much. And now let's draw a connection line that connects those two, a curved line on the bottom. And then you could even do a curved line, maybe a little bit of a curved line on the top. And that gives us this visor that's in front of the helmet.
Just like a hockey player.
Everything's all about hockey with you.
Yes, hockey is life.
Well, you're pretty good at it.
Yep.
You just won something.
Yeah, we got 2nd place and state champions.
See? The guy knows. Okay, so now let's do some straight lines down all the way across this visor. I'm going to make mine a little thicker. They don't touch the top. They don't touch the bottom. They're inside. Okay. And you're just drawing them all the way across, however many fit in there. Good. Now let's do a half circle on the top, like this. And then we're going to draw a little plume. And you can do that by going out like this, maybe a little bit of a curve. And if you don't have very much room, like JJ doesn't have a lot there, just whatever room you have is fine. And then you're going to put a curve on the top of it. And then you're just going to do like curves that come down and follow your line here. They're coming the other way. And you just start it where that one ends and you curve it down. This is a hard thing to get right. And so if yours doesn't look right, don't worry about it. It's something to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, you can just run it back into your half circle. Now we're going to draw a line. Imagine that this is the back of this helmet. This is the side of it. It comes down back behind the visor. So we're going to start the line inside of this visor and bring it down a little ways, not too far. Same thing over here. Imagine the helmet comes like this. It's going to pop out here, not on the side, but inside. And bring it down, same length on the other side. And then let's just connect those two. You can draw a curved line that connects those two, or you can draw a pointy line, point down where it goes like this. Either way. Now let's put a little line that goes from the bottom of this up to, it doesn't touch the bottom of the visor, it stops before that. And then we're going to do another line on the top, same thing, that doesn't touch the visor on the top. Now we're going to start right here at the bottom of, let's start out here. We're going to start a line right about where we did that line and the outside, and let's draw a straight line now. This is the top of his shield. It's not his shoulder. We're going to draw his shoulder behind this, but we got to draw the shield first. So once you get it out there, pretty good distance, mine's pretty close to the edge of my page, then we're going to bring it down like this and down like this on either side. Those lines are about the same length. They are the same length. They're not about. And then let's go ahead and pick a point down here. This might help you to draw this better, but I'm going to have both those lines. Now I can draw, both those lines are going to intersect down here. You can draw straight lines to that. I'm going to draw curved lines to that. A curve and a curve that come to a point. Good, awesome. Now let's draw a circle in the middle, somewhere in the shield. It can be really big, it can be really small, whatever you want. And then if you wanted to put your little insignia, or if your last name starts with a G and you wanted to put a G in your little circle or something, I'm just going to leave that open. You can be creative and put something that you want in there. Let's just leave that for now. Come back and do that later. Now let's draw a line that comes from this corner and it hits this circle like that. And then imagine where it's going to pop out on the other side. The human eye sees this stuff all the time, and it really likes to see things line up. So when you're drawing this, go ahead and run your marker along here and where you think it might come out, and so it makes sense. So you don't have a line that's shooting up there. And anyway,
I made this extra little line around the shield, and then well, for extra creativity, after I'm done, I'm just gonna add a little bit of stars. That'd be cool to like each star numbers each battle you've won.
Oh, kind of like stickers on a football helmet.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I like that. Now let's draw his shoulders in here. We're going to draw a line that comes out like this. And you can do the same thing on the other side, line that comes out like that. And then we're basically drawing, his body is going to be a box. And in order for me to tell you how far to come down, if you drew a circle like I did, that's kind of how far you come down to the center of the circle, or maybe even a little bit to the bottom of the circle. And then you're just going to draw a box over here this way. And it's like the box is like this behind him, so here's the other side of the box that's coming down like that. And then now we can draw a line that starts at the bottom of the helmet and comes to that line. This is going to be his belt. And then a line that isn't right in the center of his chest, that's in between this top line and this bottom line, right in the center here. And that's going to run over here into his shield. And then now let's draw a belt. The belt is going to be a line that starts on the inside here and then goes over. And then the next thing we're going to do is draw a V that comes down from this. We're going to draw a V that goes out like this and a V that comes in like this. And this is going to be kind of his uniform, where it's like kind of like a tunic, where this whole piece right here is one piece. And then same thing on the other side. Just imagine wherever the shoulder is here, wherever that ends, we're going to bring that thing and it's going to start underneath the shield on this side. And then go ahead and connect these two right here. And you'll see why we put this out there in a second. That's going to be the outside, the back of his tunic. But we're going to draw his leg is going to come straight down in here. But let's go ahead and put that cross in the middle on this thing too. So you got it on the coming right down the middle in the front, and then this line's going to be, you know, wherever the center of these two lines are, the bottom of the belt and the bottom of the tunic. So now you have this sort of checkerboard on his chest and on the bottom part. Great. Okay, so now if your line that you drew on the tunic comes straight down, mine kind of comes in at an angle, but I'm just going to draw a line that comes in between these two, and I'm going to draw it out like this. And this is going to be his leg. And draw it past your tunic. I stopped mine a little short. I'm going to make his leg a little bit longer. I want him to be
a tall man.
A tall fellow. And then you're going to draw a C that comes out past that. Your C starts on the inside, touches it, and comes past it, down and around. And then a flat bottom, and then just make this thing round it out and turn it into a jelly bean. And that's just kind of an easy way to do a foot. A jelly bean on its side. And then you can start on the inside of the top of that jelly bean, right about there, and go up to the bottom of the tunic. And make sure this is getting bigger as it goes up. Are you putting thumbs on your on your guy's feet?
No, he's got a big toe.
If you ever do something like this and you want to get rid of it,
Yeah.
do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, then put him a boot. Start a boot here, and just turn this thing, fill it in like that, and just make it all black.
Oh, okay.
That's the nice thing about a Sharpie. They say Sharpies are totally unforgiving. They definitely are, but every now and again. In fact, I'm going to make mine black too, so when we have this video later, it'll be like we planned it.
There's a black marker right there. It'll just be faster for me to color in that boot.
Oh, you need that? Okay. Let's all make our boots black. Or you don't have to at home, but we're going to make our boots black. I mean, I think they had black boots.
Or silver.
Yeah, our boots made out of armor. I think that would be terribly uncomfortable.
Yes.
Talk about some uncomfortable footwear.
Dude Perfect, one of the men in there had a whole thing, and he said it was so uncomfortable. He got,
Armor?
Yeah, he had a whole armor suit in there, and there's silver boots at the bottom.
Oh, man.
Everything's silver on them.
Now let's draw the outside of his other leg, and it can come somewhere in here, and it can come down this way. It can come on the outside of his tunic, or it can just be right in line with his tunic if you wanted to do it like that. But same thing, and let's do our jelly bean on its side like that. And that'll come up there like that. And then let's go ahead and fill that baby in black too. It's a nice, easy way to make feet. Perfect. Okay, JJ put some spurs on his. Okay, so now let's take the back of this tunic and run it into his leg there. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do his shoulder over here. This is going to come right off this top line and go like this and just curve over. Okay. And then we're going to do his arm going out the other side. And his arm can come down at an angle like this. And then you're making kind of like a check mark. These two lines, this one and this one, they're the same length. You're not going to draw a really long one and then a tiny one. These are the same. And then you're going to draw a square end on that. And then you're going to draw a line that is almost parallel with this, but it actually is not parallel because it's getting a little bit fatter when it gets closer to the body. You're going to stop it below this check here and then run that one into his body. Next, we're going to come off the wrist and draw a line that goes out and a line this side that goes out. And then, once we have two lines that kind of make the letter Y that start in his wrist and go out, we're going to put a box on this whole thing. So a straight line like this, a straight line like that, and a box. And that kind of gives us this box on this end, and then it comes back here like that. Kind of gives us a good shape to go off of for his hand. And now you're going to start right here in the middle and draw a line that comes over this way, but about halfway. And then it comes down like this, and then runs back this way and stops. And then you can actually just go ahead and take a line and meet that one there. It can meet the bottom of the thumb because these are going to be your fingers. And you're going to draw 3 of them. 3 lines make 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice, awesome. Okay, and then we're going to draw a line that comes like this. It's at the top of this and just runs right across that top part of the hand we just made. And you can do 2 of them, 1 and 2, and they're the exact same length, and then we're going to connect them, 1 and 2. Why don't you go ahead and put you a circle on the bottom? Half circle. That's going to be where he's holding, that's the bottom of the sword. And then now we're drawing 2 lines straight up, perfectly straight as you can make them.
Just like that.
Yeah, JJ, that's like the straightest line I've ever seen. It's really hard to draw straight lines. Harder for some than others. But draw it as straight as you can, and if yours is not straight, don't worry about it. That's where practice comes in. I'm drawing mine. I want a long sword, but I'm going to stop, not go all the way to the edge, so I can leave a little bit of room for me to put these 2 lines like that where it's a point. And then if you have room, JJ looks like he drew kind of like a lightsaber or something, so he may not have room for this. You might not have room. But I have room, and I'm going to put a line in here. And that line doesn't come all the way to the end of the sword either. And then the last thing we're going to do is give him a little bit of detail. And let's make this look like what is it called? Chainmail. Where you have these lines that go like this on his arm. And when you get to the elbow, they're just going to go like this. And all of these lines are going to hit right here in the same spot as they round that corner. Okay. And then you can do them out here. A couple out like that. These are at a little bit of an angle. And then, if you want to do yours all the way down to his feet, if you didn't do these black boots like this, do them all the way on the leg right here. And same thing if you have some leg left over there. And there you have it, an awesome dragon slaying knight, ready for action, ready for color.
Yep.
He's ready to move into the 20th century, the color. So we're going to go ahead and color ours, and if you'd like to color yours, and then we will see you at the end. Bye. Well, we finished coloring in our knights. That's with a K, knights. Mine is on the, has got some lions on him, so I think that maybe he's from a desert area, maybe a place like the Sahara, where there are, the savannah, I mean, where there are lions, that maybe these are all of his kills. He killed 1, 2, 3, 4, or he killed 2 whole lions, and he killed 2 halves of 2 lions. This is going nowhere. So, JJ, tell us about yours.
Mine is the German knight, and I don't really know the colors of the Germans, but since I'm a big hockey dude, I added a little bit of some skate blades right here, and a hockey stick sword, so he's kind of like a Vegas knight, which is a hockey team.
Yeah, he's got the same colors too. It looks pretty good. Looks awesome. That looks like a knight I would not want to fight. Well, thanks for joining us. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And be sure to send us your drawings. We want to check them out and see what your knights look like. Pick any colors you want and turn them in or post them on our Facebook page and let us see them. And message us on Facebook, and maybe you can be on the show too next time. So, but thanks for joining us again today for another We Draw Together. Yeah! Oh, your knight's gone.